Okay, we're with Julia Mars this morning. What's the campaign about this morning?
Well, we're campaigning about the cuts to school buses. The kids currently have to walk 2 miles, and the council are trying to change things so that only kids that live 3 miles away from school will be able to get a school bus. 3 miles is an outrageous amount of distance for kids to have to walk, and it shouldn't go through. I mean, the council have to make cuts in other areas that don't affect school kids' safety. The other thing that we're campaigning for is that there's several unsafe routes. Those unsafe routes, they take in areas that are within the 2 miles, and also extra unsafe routes that are added if they put through the proposals for the 3 mile rule. One of those unsafe routes is Kirkfieldbank Brae, and we will be walking up that brae today, but we're campaigning for all the unsafe routes. Those are in areas like Kirkmuir Hill to Lesmahagow, also Braidwood to Carluke High, also Hindford Bridge on the other side of Lanark. There are so many kids that will have to walk these areas that are lonely in aspect with hardly any housing and have heavy goods vehicles and heavy traffic at peak times. The safety issues have to be taken on board. It's not enough for councils to say it's the parents' responsibility. All parents will obviously take responsibility for their kids, but in a rural community and when parents are working long hours, there is no other way for children to get safely to school but using a school bus.
Thank you. What do you see as the next step after today?
The next step for us is to unfortunately wait and see whether the council will decide to backtrack on this proposal. I have heard that a full council meeting has been postponed till the 26th of August, which I hope means they're taking more time to look at this proposal and the strength of public opinion. I hope that the national papers will pick it up as well as the local ones, because only public opinion will swing this. We don't have the legal system on our side. But surely the council should look at the situation. They've just lost a lot of seats in the general election in terms of Labour Party members. That's where their strength is at the moment in local councils. I hope that they'll be less confident of their seats and actually think that maybe they need to start listening to their constituents.
Julia Mars, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We also need to remember it's not just for Kirkfieldbank, it's for routes like Kirkmuir Hill to Lesmahagow, which is a dreadful road. The Braidwood to Carluke High is another dreadful road. Hindford Bridge, people coming from that direction, they have a terrible road to walk. And I hope that there'll be more walks in all these areas that to try and make the strength of public opinion change the council's view on this, because I know that these routes have been considered safe for a long time. They're not safe. No parent believes that they're safe. Only the council believes they're safe because they want to save money, basically. So if we can bear that in mind, and if you're talking to your pals or posting about it, please bear in mind that it's the people that live within the 2 miles as well as the
Aileen Campbell, MSP and Minister for Children and Young People. Good morning, Aileen. The campaign this morning is about the change by South Lanarkshire Council from a 2-mile limit to a 3-mile limit for children eligible for transport. South Lanarkshire Council local councillors seem to think this is the responsibility of Scottish Government. What's your response to that?
Well, first of all, I want to pay tribute to Julia Mars for organising this campaign today, and I think the turnout shows just how much of a concern it is for parents about the South Lanarkshire Council's change to their transportation eligibility. It's not just here, it's across the whole of Clydesdale and South Lanarkshire that parents will equally be feeling concerned. Yes, so one of the responses we got back from the councillors was that we in the Scottish Government should change primary legislation to stop them making damaging decisions that might potentially impact on the well-being of children, which is absolutely ridiculous. You know, South Lanarkshire Council have within its gift the decision-making powers to make sure that the routes to school are as safe as they can be and within an adequate mileage as well. So to suggest that we need to have primary legislation to change South Lanarkshire Council's decision is absolutely absurd. And I would say to South Lanarkshire Council, you need to listen to these parents and you need to change your decision.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Aileen Campbell.